let's take the bikes this time.
Yeah.
The gator's very slow. The gator's slow, and the battery might be dead.
No, we tried that yesterday.
I know, that's why the battery's dead. Get your bikes, let's go. Water's coming.
Now let's go. What? Are you taking a video of us? Wow.
Good morning, folks, and welcome to Saving Miller. We've got water coming this morning. It's 8 o'clock, it's a beautiful morning, and we got to go out there and take care of it. So, I guess honestly the Millers are having a rough time. Mrs. Farmer is sick. She's in bed. The baby's fine, but he's grumpy because things aren't the way he's used to. So I'm here having to hold down everything by myself. Feed the kids, take care of the farm, and we've got water today. But it's okay. This is what I signed up for, and I'm going to take care of it. I'm going to get it done. Folks, there's a lot of things going on in our country right now and across the world, but I think it's fair to say that within the country it's perhaps a little more pronounced and perhaps a bigger issue than in other places. We have school shootings. We have mass shootings, hate crimes as they're called, and everybody wants a solution to these problems. We've got Supreme Court decisions that have been made and upset people. People are very angry about this, and they're holding signs. And the signs typically say, "My body, my choice," or, women's rights, etc. And I think a lot of people, for the majority of the population, these are not things that actually affect us, but they're things that we're concerned about, right? So we want resolution for these issues. We want solutions. We don't want this to be a problem. We don't want school shootings. We don't want women's rights in general to be restricted. We want women to be liberated and free and happy and able to take care of themselves. And so there's lots of calls for gun legislation and this and that. So what do we do? Oh, we do have water already. The mini farmer here tells me we're ready to go. We got to get this opened up. So I have a solution for this. I know what the solution to the problem is. And either way, you're not going to like it. But it's the only way out of these issues, these problems. And so we're going to have to take action. We're going to have to recognize who has responsibility for these issues and who has to make changes, who has to get things done. So right now, I own a piece of property. I ordered water. Here's the water. I don't know where it's going right now, but it's going to cause somebody problems if I don't shut it off soon. So I got to put this on my property. This is my responsibility, and I'm going to take care of it. Folks, that little guy right there has to become a man. And guess what? It's my responsibility to make that happen. He's all of 2 feet tall. He's full of energy. He's really smart. And he'll grow up. But without me guiding and directing him, he's not really going to become a man. And that's a responsibility I accepted before he was born. I agreed, I vowed to take on the responsibility of turning this little kid, this unborn baby, a while ago, into a man. I don't ever want him shooting up a school or creating a pregnancy that is unwanted. So I've got a tremendous responsibility on my hands. And I'm not going to claim that I have all the answers, but I know what I need to do. I'm not going to claim that I'm perfect, but I still know what I've got to do. Yes, son? You're okay. You can park her back here. You want to go play in the water?
Yeah.
You can go. Take your shoes off and pull up your pants. Honestly, folks, I don't have any magic recipe. I don't know how this is done. I try to create an environment that they can prosper in. I mean, I've got to take care of his sister too, wherever she is there. But I'm absolutely convinced that a father's responsibility is what it's going to take. I want to make something very, very explicitly clear. There is never, ever only one body involved in a pregnancy. There were 3 involved with this one, and there were 3 involved with that one. There's no way to circumvent the truth of that. I was involved, their mother was involved, and they were involved. There's always 3. There's never one body and one choice. There's always 3, and in this case, there's only 2 choices. And if the fathers don't step up and make a difference, we will come to ruin and damnation. There's no other way to look at this. I would have given my life, I would have sacrificed my body, my entire existence for these 2 children and their brother, who's not on the video, he's taking a nap, before they were born. Before they entered this world, I would have given my life for them. I would have done everything in my power to make sure that they were safe. And I would still do that today. That's literally what I do every day. I look out for these 3 children. Folks, we have to recover manhood and fatherhood, because without it, we're doomed. You can't tell me that a bunch of soy boys running around the Ukraine right now would be defending that country from the Russians. They would have given up long before now, because they don't care. They don't understand responsibility. They don't understand that they owe their country, their family, their community, their strength and their honor. I owe my family, I owe my community the responsibility of raising these children. It's not their mother's responsibility to provide for them financially and to protect them. It's mine. It's mine. It's my responsibility to ensure that I use my body in an honorable way, to ensure there are no unwanted pregnancies, to ensure there are no fatherless children within my realm of influence. Our communities have to stand up. Fathers need to appear and stand up and take responsibility for their children you know, as a young man, you're not without responsibility. I don't care who you are. If you're watching my channel, you're probably a man. The majority of my viewers are men. Not exclusively, but you're probably a man. And I can guarantee you this. You are responsible for a woman in your life. You are responsible for her safety and for her well-being. Be it your sister, your mother, your grandmother, your girlfriend, your wife, or your daughter. You're responsible. And whether you recognize that responsibility or not, you're still responsible. Stand up, be a man, and do the right thing. If we have boys who are growing up without fathers, they're going to be a problem in society because they don't know how to be a man. Their mother can have the best of intentions. Their mother can be an amazing mother, but she can never replace a father. You men need to rise up and make sure you do your duty in your community. I need to do the same. It's a huge challenge. It's an impossible task. But if you have any clue about what's going on in the world right now, think about Ukraine and understand what that means. The men of Ukraine are standing up and giving their lives for their country, for their city, for their village, and for their future and their children. That's where the men are. The soy boys are never going to win anything. They're only going to surrender ground. And the real men have to rise up. Figure out what it means in your community to take responsibility for your actions and for your neighbors, for the kids that may be in your sphere of influence, and do the right thing. Teach them to be a man of their word. Teach them to defend the helpless. Teach them to show kindness and to resist oppression and bullying. It's not okay. There's no excuse for it. We don't just fold and give up and say, talk to the government. Let the government take care of it. No, this is your responsibility today. Stand up and do something about it.
Now, set it down. Start smushing.
Let me make something abundantly clear. Here's a little girl that one day will be a woman. Before she was born, I would have given my life for her. While she was in the womb, I would have literally done anything necessary to protect her.
See? It's called a snack stick. Tendini. That's a snack stick.
And I maintained that commitment. I would have done the same for the little man and for their little brother. And I will do the same in the future. If she has a pregnancy, I will literally give my life to protect that unborn child. I'm a man. It's not in my body. But that tiny life has tremendous value. And if you don't recognize that, you're an incredibly stupid and selfish coward. A coward of the worst kind. That you would not protect your own offspring. That you would sacrifice your own offspring. Your own offspring, your own flesh and blood. You would sacrifice that for money or fame or reputation. You're a coward. Yes, son? So I'm not going to pretend that this is easy. Being a father is very, very challenging. But it's necessary, it's worthwhile, and it's extremely rewarding. Most of the time we have to do things we don't really want to do, but they need to be done. So come along with me, stand up, be a man, and take responsibility. If you're a woman and you've got men in your life, help them and encourage them with this. Let's work together and we can find solutions to these big problems that we have. Because the government ain't gonna do it. It's up to us. So let's do it together. Saving Miller out.